what's up everybody, it's Gleekon and I'm back once again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. And I am gonna be dropping another episode today. So sorry. I just joined a group that wants to kind of work with me, but they want me to join Discord, but unfortunately I didn't get myself all set up, and I'm trying to make it work, and I'm already in the instance or whatever. We're not exactly in an instance, but let's kind of look at some of what we have here. If we open Valen's gift, we get a couple things. The Unforged Seal of Ascension, the Orb of Draconic Energy. So one of them is used to mind control this guy, and I'm gonna have to hope that we all get the same time, same place. Okay, this is what everybody needs. And so they are saying we need to drop the ring. Saying we all need to be exactly on top of each other. So we're all dropping this same time, same place. Somebody will mind control this guy. I guess supposedly if you all do it at the same time. Oh. I see. There's this ring right there. So you're supposed to hurt this dragon, right? And he will create some drama here. Oh, break combat. They want us to break combat. Oh, somebody put the Flame Ascension over there. Someone put it over there. They're saying run and reset. Oh, he is too strong, maybe? For this group? Okay. Oops. I thought that I Blame of me. I screwed that up. Anyway, this group of people, like, invited me at the last second, and it was... we're just trying to make it work. So anyway, what you have to do... This is a little bit of a sloppy start. Sorry, guys, I jumped right into this weird thing. I was broadcasting, trying to get this quest done, and it turns out this group of people already had it. It was my understanding that this guy cannot... I don't know, I've read multiple things online. I have read that this is a skill on a 3-hour cooldown, the skill being the skill of the dragon. I also read that this little thing right here will only stay in play for a couple minutes. So if you look at our thing, they're already gone. Yeah, so they've disappeared. Okay. I don't think I think you have to drop exactly where they are. Then you have to kill him so fast. So you also only get a certain amount of charges on this thing. You only have 5 charges, so we just used one of our 5. I'm not sure. Okay. Alright, so we stand at each other the whole fight. When he gets to be at 50%, we drop it. Okay. So I see what try to get ourselves right here. We're going to open up this fight and try to keep it down. So he's at 50%-ish. We drop that egg, and then somebody is going to mind control him. That's my understanding. So we just try not to move. And just drop the egg. And when he says, like, oh, I'm freaking out. Okay, so now come on this bar. Where's the... So he says you can look and see that this item... Yeah, now it's a forged seal of Ascension. And then you open up this seal of Ascension here. Great. So can... Yeah. So this might have all been... So the others are now wasted. So what's unfortunate is that we've now used 2 of our charges, and I didn't get this. So one person got it. This guy. I don't know how long his thing is going to be. I also had to use... This is a pain in the butt. I don't know what... So this is lame, because you're going to have to find someone that wants to do this with you. That is... But I also... Yeah, so I've read that it's once per respawn. I just don't know what his... I know that the timer... I think it's just 3 to 5 minutes for the respawn. So, it's a little buggy from what I understand. But it seems like this group, I don't know. That person got their thing right away. I am already kind of cooked on this. Kind of lame about that. I did a little bit of normal fishing. So let's see how long Ember Strife goes to respawn. I guess we're going to look up. I'm not going to mess around with Discord right now. See, what I read here, and this is from 2020, this is from 2005. But if you look at this right here, it says, this is lame. I'm looking for one from like this year. That's from 2006. This is 2005. So you're looking for one from like a current year. 2019. His respawn timer is about 3 to 5 minutes. But also it's not showing, so that part's fine. Aggro, this is from 2005, so we have to find new ones because I think what the original text is different from now. Once the person mind controls, it goes on a 3-hour... Yeah, it says you have to kill the dragon to use the ability again. So that's fine. So once you get them down low, we will be messing with this. Because one person did get it. Hooray for them. But 3 of us need it. So we'll be helping this out a little bit. Then I could probably go with this group to try... And Sir Christian already has it. He's the one, if you look right here... Sir Christian is the guy that got the Forged Seal of Ascension. I don't know what kind of stuff this guy has. This guy has fire resistance. I don't know that he's even really doing fire damage. Anyway, so welcome to Lore of Warcraft. Thanks. Says that Ember Strife's meleeing for physical. I don't see him cleaving. He never at any point did anything not physical to me. Okay. I'm gonna guinea pig the whole thing, and we're gonna try it right now. So anyway, this is pretty much the last, and then we're gonna be done with Glee Contestas. This is the last of our trials with Lower Blackrock Spire. What we need to do is get the Seal of Ascension, and then we need to go back to the Lower Blackrock Spire mountain and turn it in. So this little group that we have, I'm imagining they're going to want to go run and turn it in together. Look at these people with their shoulder pads. They all seem to have these pauldrons of might. Those 2 dudes do. They're also both from the same guild. They look like they're pretty much equipped almost identical. So he's got Helm of Might. What is all this? PvP type stuff? Probably. I don't know, actually. Gauntlets of the Immovable. Medallion of Steadfast Might. These are all of might, it looks like. Sandstorm Cloak. Yeah, it seems like they're geared pretty good. Stormpike Insignia. So it seems like these people are PvPers. I don't know. There we go. Alright, so we're going to give it a try. I'm going to give everybody some points. Alright, so I need to have the bag out. Why is this person going up with me? Okay, so we're going to get him really low. Like, I don't know. Stun them on that. And once they're slightly below halfway, we're going to use this. And when he gets down, it's like 10%. Okay, so I used that now. And when he does this cry out, then will falters. Okay. Now they have to use it. No, he's... There we go. There we go. Worked, so it worked. Okay, so we have the thing now. So this is a... Now we have to kill the dragon, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Whoever's left. So obviously, as you saw there, it was a round of 3 to 5. Let's see, it's 6:58 on death. So let's see how long it is. I think there's... So... yeah, so basically we can go to Iron Forge, and yeah, they said they have a raid in an hour. We should easily be able to turn this in within the hour, wait for this to respawn, and then have that go back in. So that's good. So the only other thing we have to do today, let's look where we are. Kicking, we're turning off. We've done 15 minutes, and I found this group pretty fast. In the time before I had even made it over here to Dustwall and Marsh from wherever I was, this group had invited me to it, so that's good. And that's awesome. So we have the Forged Seal of Ascension. It's the last thing we need. The only other thing we really need is we need to go turn in the quest. Now, after we go back to Blackrock Spire, because we're going to have to travel with this group, we are then going to have to come back over here to turn in the final tablets. Okay, so let's look at that quest. And see what we have. Okay, so he gives us the final tablets. We are going to turn that in. That gives us Confront Yeh'kinya. Which, that's like just walk 5 feet away. Okay, and that gives us, and he gives us some cloak, which is fine. That's cool. Looks like they're pretty decent. That will unlock the Hand of Rastakhan, which requires us to go over to Stranglethorn Vale. And all you do is just go speak with them, and that kind of, yeah, it gets you familiarized. So none of that's hard. None of that's going to be difficult. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is like a battle rager from Dritz to Worden. Anyway, sorry for the sloppy start, guys. I was trying to get this coordinated, and it kind of all got sprung up on me really super fast. So today's episode, we're going to wrap up everything for her. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to finish off everything we need with, whatchamacallit, the, or we're gonna prep everything with our Horde character. So we're going to really, if you look at what we need for quest-wise, I started doing, whoops, wrong spreadsheet. I did start prepping us for Eastern Plaguelands because that's coming up in our future. So I have begun working on that. I wonder what the heck's going on with those two. We will be doing this today. So that's going to be turned in. I'm not doing those. So what we have to do is I'm going to skip this whole part. I mean, we could pick it up just because it's so stinking easy. We are going to need to get Operative Bijou, which is actually a breadcrumb that takes you to Bijou. The Horde does not get that. And then we have to complete Bijou's belongings because that's going to take us into Bijou's reconnaissance report. So on our first quest, we're going to need a Bijou's belongings quest. I'll have to pick up the Pack Mistress because that's a Horde version of that quest. So even though it's just kill Halcyon, nothing much to do there. And by doing the reconnaissance report, that will open up this other Warlord's Command, Eitrig's Wisdom, quest line. Everything else, Mother's Milk, Seal of Ascension, Uruk Doomhowl, that's all. I don't care. Even the Seal of Ascension, like I will join groups instead where other people have it open and have done all this because people can open the door for you. It's gonna be nice to have it on our own. It's gonna be cool. So we are 5 minutes in. This dragon has still not respawned. Alright, so Yeah, so really tomorrow's episode we are going to possibly go pick up the lost tablets because it's easy. We will pick up Operative Bijou. We'll pick up the Pack Mistress. We'll pick up the exotic pass and the NASTEY, I guess. They don't matter. Pick up Barak Doom. No, we're not even going to pick the other ones up. So that's it. So it's going to be actually pretty easy to go get set up on all these quests. We can pick them all up. I don't really care if we do them or not. Yeah, so we are now 6 minutes in. It's not respawn. It's a little slow RNG on the respawn timer, but it should be going any minute now. And then Friday we'll do our first run where we hopefully try to find Bijou's belongings. I think Tornado was the other guy that needed it. Alright, so when you get down low enough, we will okay, I heard him drop the little gem. I'll do it. Oh, he did it. Cool. Now he has to use the thing on himself. He has to find the thing. There you go. Be able to tell. Is it? This is such a complicated quest for all the things. He's like standing right on it, so I can't tell. I don't think we can even click it. So it looks like we got it. There we go. Alright. So now the mage is gonna port us to Ironforge. And we're gonna fly over to whatever's closest, I guess. Alright, so you guys saw it here first. If you want to have a party to do it, it's not the end of the world. You just have to wait 5-ish minutes between each respawn so that you can... so that everybody on the team can get it. So I was a little bit... Yeah, so the lockout is per person. It's not per person, it's per dragon kill. So, as long as you kill that dragon, he can do it again. So that's good. So we read that. This is what the power of research will get for you. So we need to go to
Griffin stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
And we're going to go down to the world here, and we're going to turn in the Seal of Ascension. What is this thing? Yeah, it's just showing in 2 spots. Oh, isn't it going to be nice when we get to finish all of Blackrock Mountain and there's just no question marks popping up around there? Look how many questions are up here. That's like blue ones. So what kind of questions are we have? Zandalari questions popping over there. So that's for Zulgrub. And that's all Paragons of Power, all that crap. You have Dragons of Nightmare coming off of that. Those quests. It's kind of cool, the stuff that's like left in the game for us. We do have that's a raid. That's, I believe, up. So we have some more Upper Blackrock Spire stuff chilling right there. In here we have various endgame things still left. On the other continent we do have Moon Touch Well. I think that's winter, spring. So, okay, so looking at what we have going up for us. So we have a short episode tomorrow, which is Thursday, to give us, to set us up for Lower Blackrock Spire. Honestly, yeah, that's probably better. Okay, then we have a quest on... I was a little bit slower than them. We have a quest. So Friday, then we'll do a run to, hopefully, and get Bijou's belongings. So we're absolutely going to want that thing. We're going to have to keep our eyes peeled. We need Bijou's belongings. Then we could probably roll right into Saturday doing the second run. And then that will culminate with a Sunday doing, wrapping everything up. If we even need to do that. So my thinking is that by Sunday, which is just a few short days away, we will finally be done with Upper Blackrock, with all of Lower Blackrock Spire. Took us a while, took us a few freaking weeks. Longer than I had anticipated. Then, per kill per player. Weird. Then so per kill per player. That's just seems, any time you start getting so complex like that, I feel like, I don't know. I'd have to see it. We'd have to replicate their theory, because our theory right now looks like it's per kill. From what I read, it's per kill. Per kill per player, I don't know. Alright, so we're just going in to do the first little pack. Where the dude is at. Okay. No, that. I guess we have a tank because we're doing warriors. I guess we have a healer if the other tank is going to heal. They're drawing some damage right there. Alright, so for the bajillionth time, we're going into Lower Blackrock. Okay, perfect. Alright. We are now working our way into this little pack. And yeah, we really, you just need to get inside that little... to get inside this little area. So second little pat, that right here. Worries. And then we will have to clear this little pack, I think. I can't interrupt that. Alright, so now we have a little 5-pack, if you count the 2 wolves. It's a 6-pack if you count the 2 wolves. Oh, I just got bumped in the head. Okay. Oh, they're blizzarding now. He's arcane shotting me. cool. I will say we did have to run this dungeon enough times that I feel pretty confident I know how to do it now. Okay. Alright, so we've made our way now into the spire. Very, very close now. Now you can hug the wall. And, I guess you cannot hug that part. I hit the wrong button. Oh, okay, so by pulling them, you're not pulling the two warlocks over there. That's good. Oh, we just added a whole that. Okay. Let's see what we can see. They're okay. I don't know what they're summoning out of this little portal. Okay, let's try here. We're getting kind of low. Yikes. Oh, we just lost the healer. Let's get my okay. Now the healer died. That happens in this stupid dungeon. Okay. Let's go ahead and drink a drink. So that's pretty much it too. You just have to get through that fight right there. We did it. We are now up here. And now this guy can mind control you. The Scar Shield Infiltrator.
Well met.
Waste no time, mortal. Nefarian works feverishly to unleash his evil upon our
For
world.
the Alliance.
Stand ready while I cast a final invocation of protection.
Valen's eyes turn to twin orbs of flame.
The seal of Ascension is complete. Know this, I've imbued the artifact with some powerful protective wards. In your darkest hour, when all appears to be lost, the might of the Red Flight
Light bless you.
Exposed.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we can go ahead and go back to Ironforge, where from Ironforge we're going to from Ironforge we are going to go back down to Menethil. I feel like it was good that I contributed to the group with knowledge. My skill, my gear, all that stuff. Not as much as everybody else. My character, all that stuff. But I was able to bring knowledge to the table. That my research skills made people not quit.
You know more
And it
than I
ended
do,
up
that's
working.
a certainty. Tell you what, though, go talk with me, Dad.
Where's this?
He'll want you to prove yourself, but he is a fine teacher indeed.
5 silver.
His
What does this
name's
thing do?
Wonka.
Well, the Draconic
You'll find
Band,
him
you
near
can't
the
sell it.
anvils working steel for old
Appear.
beggars.
Draconic runes
Greetings,
appear and
adventurer. I am Milo son.
Draconic runes appear and disappear along the inner band. We don't need these unforged Seal of Ascension things anymore. Selling that locked chest, I don't care. Alright, so now it's on to turning in the last thing that we need, which is to turn in the final tablets and then do some traveling related to that, which is great. Love it. So we are, for all intents and purposes, done.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds,
Let's go up to
but can
Manifold
those
so we can
airy
take a
pink
boat over. Alright, so we just completed the Seal of Ascension Part 2. Love it. Just love smacking something off the list. Now we will be turning in, we'll be doing this chain right now. So those are going to all three get blocked off. I'm just going to pre-do them, and this is going to be the end. We are going to turn in, pick up, turn in, pick up, turn in. So that's the goal for today, and that will be the end of the episode. We're doing great on time. 35 minutes in, and all we have to do is that. Somebody named Lava Farts is out there in the world. I get like 20 spam voicemails a day. It's very annoying. All right, so while we're killing a little bit of time, because we're essentially done, let's go ahead and work on what I've been doing, which is, I know this is not as fun, but this is part of the process. So we can pop the hood. I've been working on the Eastern Plague Lands. I've gotten up to Zeldar the Outcast. So this is what I do. I go through and I try to find the list of the quests and see which ones are tied to each other. So there's Augustus's receipt book. I don't know what the story is on this quest. It's just a guy gives you that quest. So let's see if that is actually a pre-available quest. Yeah, it is. So this guy just wants it. It's just available from jump. So we can add that quest onto the list of neutral ones that we're going to have to do. Augustus's receipt. I vaguely remember this. Book. So this is an easier quest, and it's just like, hey, go get a book from Terrordale, which is around here. Cool. We're already about to land. Alright, and that allows me to take another one. I already looked at Little Pamela and Sister Pamela. Those are breadcrumbs. So there are two. We're going to go walk over to the boat. There are two. Oh, we might miss it. Just missed the boat. It's kind of annoying because in order to do this, I had to do this exact same trip. I had to, actually I was at Stormwind, so I had to go from Stormwind up to here, and then take this boat over, and then that at least took me there, and then go down to the Wormbog. Victory for the Alliance. That's if we take out Onyxia. What else do we have here? Imperial stuff. If I can get more thorium. We might eventually just buy thorium once we have enough gold stockpiled. Worry about that at the end. Alright, now, so there's Sister Pamela and Little Pamela. If you look at the western, that's Pamela's doll. So you can also skip that breadcrumb. Little Pamela will send you over to Pamela's doll. But there's also one called Sister Pamela. And I don't know where you get that from. Don't remember. We're not going to do it. Because you can only, it's an either or breadcrumb. Where is it? Seriously. Still at this. Oh, there we go. It's in Winter Spring. So Jessica Redpath. So we will read about that. But for whatever reason, if you decided to come up and do the Winter Spring path, that will actually breadcrumb you from Winter Spring over to Eastern Plaguelands. Or you can just, from Western Plaguelands, get the little breadcrumb right here, which is what we'll do, Little Pamela. We'll read about Sister Pamela. Okay, there is Corruptor's Scourge Stones, Argent Dawn Commission, and the Invader and Minion Scourge Stones. All of those have versions again. So when we did Western Plaguelands, these right here have Eastern Plaguelands versions. We will not be able to pick up the Argent Dawn Commission again, I don't believe. Because you've already got it. So I think they're mutually exclusive. I don't even see. There they are. Yeah, I don't see it. We will of course look. I'll read it again if we have to. I mean, I think we will because I don't think we're going to get a chance to do it. Because again, I think that's a mutually exclusive version. If you've already picked up the commission, uh, what if you drop your commission? Will it let you pick it up again? It can be upgraded. If you're a Horde character, yeah, Western playing. If you're Alliance, you can get it from the other guy, but I don't know what happens if you destroy your Argent Dawn commission. It does not boost your faction. Yeah, I know that. You need to have it equipped. You can drop it. And then you can talk to the little gnome. So you can drop it and then re-pick it up. Lights Hook Chapel Miranda. Is that who this one is? That's not who it's for. So I don't think you can get the quest again. I think you could just re-get the commission. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's that one. Now that lets us check off all of these. We're really chunking through the 5550s. That is the end of the 5550s, except for I think I already did Heroes of Dare. Yeah, so I haven't looked at. If you look at the 55, oh, that's a 56. Yeah, that's 56, 50. Oh, so I already added Heroes of Darrowshire in there. I see. That's a 5650. So that's okay. I'm not going to mess with it because I think it might affect like what you can unlock. But technically, yeah, I think we should put this after. We can throw it in right near the beginning, but it might be because the 5650. Oh, so is Brother Carlin, Auntie Marlene, and Uncle Carlin. So yeah, I completely messed that up. Brother Carlin, yeah, this might be a little bit out of order. And then Auntie Marlene, I don't know why. I must have just read it wrong when I was doing it. And then I don't know what Uncle Carlin is. Those are the only other ones that are 5650. Yeah, that unlocks the Defenders of Darrowshire. So, darn it. Yeah, so I really messed this up. I might have totally messed this all up. Alright, we gotta get on a flight path. Because there's 55. Alright, so now I gotta go back and make sure my spreadsheet is all good to go. So we're this is annoying. Okay, so Pamela's doll, this is a 55. I just missed that those were 5650. That's what it is. So I try to do it in order of level.
How are you? Where would you like to fly to?
Yeah, just
Be good.
Alright, so the beginning should have been Pamela's doll, which actually is Little Pamela and Sister Pamela. That's where we should have started. That's fine. Okay. Then if you actually click that chain, that then opens up Auntie Marlene and Uncle Carlin. That's what threw me, but those are actually down here. So that's what threw my quest list off. So I should have just left it. Then if we look at Defenders of Darrowshire, this is a 55-50. It requires the Uncle Carlin quest. So yeah, this should be Uncle Carlin right here. Then Zeldar the Outcast at Augustus's receipt book. Those are one-offs, so those should be fine. Little Pamela, Sister Pamela, all the Scourge stones. Boom. Okay. Yeah, all this. Now, a strange historian. I have that one tied into one of these other things. So Brother Carlin opens up the Villains of Darrowshire, which that's actually further down here. So I'm not worried about that. The Heroes of Darrowshire unlocks the Marauders, see, it's weird too because it requires Brother Carlin but unlocks Brother Carlin, so we're gonna find that one out in the heat of the moment. What is this other one? The Annals of Darrowshire. Why is it so weird? That comes from, it's a 56-50. Western Plaguelands. That's why. It's because it was supposed to, I think maybe go here. So if you click Brother Carlin, where's the other one? Oh no, what the heck? I hate it when I do that. I accidentally shut down my whole tab. Okay, so you look at this Auntie Marlene quest. That opens up a strange historian. Dang it. Yeah. And this one is tricky because it's not listed. It's a Western Plaguelands quest. That kind of, which then gets you to the Annals of Darrowshire, which unlocks Brother Carlin, supposedly, and the Marauders of Darrowshire. You look at the Marauders of Darrowshire. I don't think I know, but I don't have that on the list either. So it's possible that Brother Carlin is opened up after. I don't know. All right, so I'm about to hop off of that, but it looks like Brother Carlin, Auntie Marlene, Uncle Carlin, those are the only three 56-50s, plus the Heroes of Darrowshire and a Strange Historian. And the Annals of Darrowshire, so also, I guess, the Heroes of Darrowshire. And we're going to have to see which ones of these are real. And that gets us through the 56-50s, including these two, Heroes and Strange Historian. And we can look at the 56-52s. These are all neutral, which means we should all have to do these only once. All right. I'll get back into the research about that later. All right, so if you look at the map too, we can kind of take a peek in the Eastern Plaguelands and see what the heck is even going on. So that's Hemaeus Plea. We've talked about that. This is different. Tyrion Fordring, his demon dogs and all that stuff. That's going to be this set right here. All coincide. There's the Zeldar, the Outcast. So this is somewhere in here. You can see the Defenders of Daroshur is already available. What's my spreadsheet say about that? Down there, after Brother Carlin. Weird. I don't see. There's Defenders. Yeah, Defenders of Daroshur. Is it over here? Where even is that quest? So let's look at this brother. Let's look up just Brother Carlin. Where is that at? It's picked up. Oh. Picked up in Western Plaguelands. Right around there. But it requires Heroes and Annals of Daroshur. I'm just really curious about this. Okay, well, what about the Heroes of Daroshur? That see, then it says that requires Brother Carlin, so it's cyclical. There's some kind of mistake. What about the Annals of Daroshur? Requires Auntie Marlene. So there we go. So you have to do this, and that unlocks Uncle Carlin. Good. Okay, so the Pamela Redpath questline will open up this. Uncle Carlin, Brother Carl, whatever the freak ever. I don't know what will happen with all that, but and we'll unlock Auntie Marlene too. We're gonna do them in our own order. Cray. Definitely, it's gonna be a little bit different than what we're looking at right there. Cool. All right, that's a little in the weeds, I know, but today's kind of a shorter episode anyway.
Interest you on a pint?
Have you been to the Spire, Gleekantessa? You have the 5th and 6th tablets.
I sure freaking do. Do they say anything on them? Or did it just say quest time?
Unbelievable! You found them! You truly are a hero, adventurer! That's a good thing, because I've been reading the tablets you brought me before, and from what I gathered, we're going to need a hero to stop what's coming. Okay. My delvings into the Mosharu tablets bear grim news, adventurer. Hakar's true form. The god himself can be born again through the very egg into which you captured him. Yeh'kinya told you it was to contain his evil, but it is to recreate it. The troll has led you astray. Go to Yeh'kinya and demand the egg from him. Pray that it is not too late to stop Hakar's return.
Alright, that's cool. So basically, this whole thing we've been doing with Hakar and the Sunken Temple and the different tablets, we find out, hey, Yeh'kinya, you little stinking liar, you're trying to res Hakar, not contain him in the egg, which I don't even remember him saying he was going to try to contain it.
See ya later.
So you have been speaking with that old dwarf, Iron Boot, and uncovered the lost Mosharu tablets, have you? That meddling prospector. No matter, it is too late to save this world. Hakar has been reborn and even now grows in power, deep in the ancient troll kingdom of Zugrub. Yes, come. He will rule in blood and terror. Thank you, Gleekantessa. Your help has sped the return of the Soul Flayer. Oh man, we've been cucked a lot in this game. We keep doing... This is not the first time we've been tricked into helping someone evil. At some point, like, net good versus evil, how much have we done? Like, if we had just not gotten involved, that would have been good. What do I want? So neither of these are like better than what I have. This cape is like a smidge better, but it's more defensive. It's more of a tanky kind of cape, so that's useless for me. If we look at this, this is a better healer cape, and I don't have a healer cape. So because I don't have a plus heals cape, I will take this because of its stam, intellect, and mana per second. We can use that as a healer cape. It is truly contested. The wheels of doom now turn inevitably toward the true return of Hakar.
Why do I not just end that dude? Alright, so then now this guy gives us another quest, the Hand of Rastakhan.
Adventurer, our worst fears have come. Legend speaks of the Soul Flayer ruling the ancient troll world through evil and terror, and his power was absolute. If he cannot be stopped now, then his new reign may spread across all of Azeroth. There is a contingent of Zandalarian trolls who may help us stem this tide of darkness. They have camped on Yojamba Isle off the coast of Stranglethorn, west of the ruins of Zul'Kundar. Speak with their leader, Molthor, and pray he knows how to defeat Hakar.
So he yelled, Yeh'kinya yelled, blood and soul for Hakar, ha ha ha! And then he turned into one of those little Hakari flying snakes, and he flew off into the evening, and he left that orange thing there. So anybody that wants to turn a quest into him for a while. Alright guys. Alright, so this is now a breadcrumb where we need to go to meet the Hakari. What's the easiest way here? Gotta go out here, so if we were a horde, it would be go to Gromgol and go here. I think maybe coming to Sentinel Hill from Stormwind is probably the easiest for us. So let's Earthbite to Stormwind. It's our last little bit of traveling that we gotta do today. So I am building out a little set here of healing. I like that. It's cool. Alright, so now we're going to fly to Westfall. Look at all these people. There must be a... someone is about to turn in a chopped off dragon head, I bet. Alright, so yeah, what we're looking at for Eastern Plaguelands, that's next. That's the next part of our life. We are now fully into a realm of things I have not done, because by the time...
Where is it ye would like to go, lass? For just a few coin, my griffins can get ye there
maybe I did this stuff once upon a time. Maybe? I don't even remember. I don't think I did, because I think at some point, by the time I came back and played this stuff, it was probably either removed or... It would have been like end of Burning Crusade, beginning of Wrath of the Lich King. And I do remember I did enough to get Lore Master, but I did not come back and do, what is this? Huh? Oh, it's all Darkmoon Fair. We are going to work on Darkmoon Fair in a couple months. That's cool. Alright, so that's about to get dropped off. If you look at this next chain, we did the 56. Yeah, so if you look at the chain of this quest, Redemption, this is the big, it requires blood, so we can't start with that. It requires blood-tinged skies. That's actually where we would start. So this is this quest line that we're going to look at for Eastern Plaguelands here, or that I'll do off camera. That one I did do. I can remember doing that one, and I did it again for whatever version of it exists in retail. I remember that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add that, Blood-Tinged Skies. This is the beginning of the quest line to help out Tyrion Fordring. Okay. And Demon Dogs, because he gives you 3. Right now we're gonna walk. We're just trying to go over to the ocean so that we can swim down. So what is it? Demon Dogs? Yep, Demon Dogs is the next one. I want to get this. I'll have this set up before we do the actual quests, but we will need to have them set up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. And we're slowly getting there. Trinkets don't count for whatever their rarity is. That I don't care about. We are 2 pieces away of gear away from being all blue. That's pretty cool. We need a blue pants and a blue boots. So I like that. And then we'll at least be all blue. And then we'll be starting to work on the all purple of our life. So that's going to be cool too. Okay, the third one we would need is called Carrion Grubbage. That That is this one. We're just gonna, you could do these at the same time in any order. Carrion, grubbage, grubbage. Okay. Man, how much time did we spend here, guys? Do you remember this? I feel like it was just yesterday we were spending 8,000 years.
Good day to you.
Did we ever buy all these? Yep. 8,000 years. Looking for the stupid pirate map. It really does feel like it was not that long ago when I look at that. Oh, you know why it feels that way? Because it wasn't for me. I redid it on anniversary. And I think I did it a few times. Alright, so next on the list is Redemption, which is the beginning of the series once we have that. So that really is real. That starts his next arc. Okay. So that allows me to go boom, boom, boom. Those are all the 56, 52s. Okay, now there is a quest called, it's a 56, 53. It is called Fragments of the Past. That is 2 Winter Spring. It's Alliance only. That's, I think we actually already did that one. We already, because that starts out in Felwood. Yeah, so we already did the 2 Winter Spring part. The Ruins of Kel'Thurel. So this is going to actually be, even though one of the steps of them is in the Plaguelands, a couple of them, we're going to actually count this as a Winter Spring quest. So we will ignore that. Alright, we are here at Zandalar Isle. Yojamba Isle. This is where we're going to leave off. So there are, I don't freaking know. There's multiple things we will do when we start running Zul'Gurub. Whenever we get to that point. There is a quest called Zulian, Razashi, and Hikari coins. Sanfury, Skull Splitter, and Bloodscalp coins. Rabashi, Vile Branch of Witherbark coins. An actual quest called the Bijou for Zanza. There's the Paragons of Power series. Since I'm a paladin, the Free Thinkers belt, breastplate, and arm guards. There's the Hand of Rastakhan, which we're gonna go turn in right now, and a collection of heads. These are all people want to start doing. Rabashi, Zandalari. So this is pretty cool. This is just introducing us to this world. Just kind of cool. So this is the Hand of Rastakhan from the Zandalar tribe, which is Molthor is the name of that guy. And you can get a lot of good gear, I think. If you are getting very close to endgame, this is very near to endgame. Pretty cool. What does he say? Talking in Trollish.
Hey there.
If you have come to save the world, then you have come to the right place. The Faceless One, the Blood God Hakar, has been brought back into our world.
Okie dokie.
You were sent by the prospector Iron Boot. His kind are wise, and wiser still to bring you to me. For I and the Zandalarian trolls may know a way to defeat the Soul Flare. Speak with the trolls in this isle. Heed their words, and prepare yourself, Keek and Tessa. The task before you is salt.
Be seeing ya.
So that's it. We are now introduced to this place. We know it's a real thing now. And it's opening up the eventual raid. To play on these guys, which is going to be cool. That's just not where our life is yet. Oh, of Forgotten Memories? That's Fragments of the Past. Where is that one? So that is a 57, 52. We're just not there yet. That's pretty. Actually, it's very, very close. So this one we're gonna skip because, and then we already did those two. There you go. Villains of Darrowshire. Or oh, I didn't write that down. Good. That's where I'll pick up next time. Okay. All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys. We are so. We're not fully done with the dungeon because we have to do it with the Horde, but we are done with it. on this character. Let's hearth. Oh, I can't. I already recently hearth. I thank you all so much for watching and listening and tuning in. You guys are amazing, and this journey it's been epic and long, and it is still got some more endgame stuff to do. Glee Contessa. She looks pretty cool. Got a lot more coolness to do. Alright, everyone. I will see you all on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. This one's in the pipe. 5x5.